Of Sarva Jeeva society, a society where every soul gets saved. So guys, we see so many birds around us rescued by Shiva Garu, and he's going to tell us right now that what does he feed, how does he take care of them, and how did he learn all of it to begin with?
My name is Prakash. Actually, my father was in forest department, and from the childhood I am with animals and other these things. So I used to have a more practical experience is more than to study this thing. So my basic background is automobile business. I run an automobile show, and this is my house where we rescue birds here. And my car workshop we have other animals like we rescue monkeys and dogs, cats there. We keep it there. So we have segregated into two parts. Birds is in here, and other animals at my workplace. So these birds which you are seeing here is parrots and parakeets. Parrots has been rescued from this this Jyotisha. They will be there na astrology people. They break their wings and keep it for Jatakam and all these things. So we seize from them and get it rescued, and we treat and we leave it in the natural environment. And we get all different type of birds, and these are parakeets and cocktails. Other birds are there. Some people purchase for passion and they don't know how to keep it, and some will die. So some of these things they bring it and release with us. And this is Maina, which was on the road, so we rescued it. This is an eagle, which is a small one. It has fallen from the nest, and we have kept it for it is very small, and we are feeding it. This is also a pigeon, big pigeon. This is dehydrated. In summer, there is no water and other things. They get dehydrated. They come down on the road. And these birds, they get it. Actually, we have a Facebook on. They were the normal people. They will call us and ask for help, so that we give our location, and they will send it by Rapido or any bike taxi to us in a box. So we get it through them, and we rescue it. We give proper treatment and other this thing, medical thing. Once it gets set right, we leave it in the natural environment.
So where did you rescue these tortoises?
This one last time in the some lakes. They get dried up, okay. So they will be on the roads, and some people will walk on the road and other things where there is no water. Okay. At that time they call us, so that we keep it on here, and again we release on the natural ponds afterwards.
So till now I didn't even know that parakeets are used by the astrologers in that way, and you rescue them for that, which is a very great deed, right? So how do you feed each of these birds, and what are their typical regular feed?
Normal birds have its own diet. Parrots, they take fruits and nuts also. So these are normal for birds. And parakeets, you see the small birds which are sold in shops and other things. That also they take small types of grains, which is called as coral and jawar and certain things will be there. And pigeons are there. They take only jawar and rice for these things. And some birds like eagles, they get it. That eagles, they take only non-vegetarian only, chicken and mutton and all these things. We procure that one. And sometimes we get peacocks also. which are natural. They get it from dog bite. We get it in dog bite. So it comes on the road, and dogs will catch it. So that one we bring it. They take all type of rice and fruits and other things. That also we accommodate. Sometimes we give medical this thing, and again we will release in the forest. So there are other birds, the kingfisher. In summer, naturally the ponds get exhausted, and they get dehydrated. They take only live fish, and egrets and some ducks and all these things. They also get. They take only fish. So there are a lot of different varieties. There are some birds which take only live worms, and these type we get swift birds also. Swift birds, they take only worms only. They don't take any other this thing. So we have sunbird, or which takes only nectar from the flowers. So different birds, you can't confine to some only one food. So these are natural. They have different type of foods. So we keep all we prepare all these things at one time only, and we keep it. So anytime we get in this, we serve according to that.
Prakash Garu, like we've heard a lot of rescuers doing dog rescues. How did you come to, rescue all these kind of birds and animals? I don't know, like if you've heard just recently, like on the news, I heard that the flamingos were hit by jet plane and 30 flamingos died, right? And, getting the birds cut by the manja is very common occurrence as well. But do you think people are that compassionate to give you a call and say, the bird has fallen, could you please rescue them? And how did you get everything together? That's my question.
Actually, normally people, dogs and cats, they are familiar with, because then it's very easy to have a single meal for them. Because dog and cat has the same meal, and it is very easy, and all doctors are familiar with them. Especially birds, and we rescue wild animals also, and we have wild animals also. Like we have monkeys rescued by electrification and accident cases also, and we get large animals, donkeys and cows also hit by by cars and other things. We rescue large animals, and this thing. I'm normally, which actually why I have come in this field is, this is a vacuum where nobody is taking care of. Normally dogs and cats, normally people takes care of this. These where animals are neglected, and they require proper attention and one place to have this thing. So I have taken this as a needy, which they are needy, and so I have taken this category of animals in my this thing.
So what a noble cause. Like you just said, you have a background of your father being as a forest officer. But how many years has it been for you to be, part of this organization and doing such stuff?
From my childhood, I am used to animals, and properly, and he used to rescue, and medical aid and everything used to be there. So that is very familiar to me. And after my father's demise, actually last 15 years, I have seen nobody is taking care of birds and large animals and other these things. So then why don't we have a separate organization only for these neglected sector of animals? So I started an organization called Sarva Jeeva Society. And we provide free medical aid to all animals, including dogs and cats also. But we don't provide shelter, because it gets affected to these birds. Because cats means that birds get they don't allow them. So I rescue only birds and large animals and wildlife. This thing only.
So do you have a team of people who take care of the medical aid and arrange funds when it comes to providing free stuff? Because I know that's a very tricky thing. Like a lot of NGOs are struggling and a lot of organizations are struggling.
Actually, my organization, I'm a single man show where my wife and my two children, they are very familiar. They are also animal lovers, and my maid also, she is an animal lover only. So there is no other financial commitment on that. And normally other people who rescue animals, they take it to a doctor and the medicine will be at 10 rupees and the consultation and other cost around 2,000, 3,000 rupees. Where in this my aspect, I only rescue, I only treat with the minimum negligible amount with what we are spending it. And whatever that till now, the last 15 years, what I am incurring on that is only my funds, what I am getting in my business only. There is no any contribution from either this thing.
So, sir, how do people get to know about you? Is it all by word of mouth, or you have a call center number that they should call you when an animal or a bird is in distress?
Normally is 99% of lot of animal rescuers are there. They rescue only dogs and cats. They are familiar. They also are, the different organizations are there who rescue only dogs and cats, and we are the only organization who takes care of all the animals. And all are known by my service. And other organizations, when they get information regarding the other animals, they refer to my this thing. And we have our Facebook also on the Google, or they all go on that and see that my so and so bird has rescued, that it is injured. They call me, and because we don't have any separate medical attention there. So we tell them to put it in a box with proper ventilation, send it by bike taxi, and we will send our location. So that animal, the bird or any of these things, small animals, squirrels and other these things, it comes by within 1 hour to my location. Immediately we give medical attention, food, everything, so that immediately the proper medical aid is provided to it.
So good to hear that delivery agents are so cooperative, and even people, they box it and with a ventilated thing, and then they put the animals on the birds inside. So how many birds or animals have you rescued so far, and currently how many do you have here?
Sir, actually daily I get around 4 to 5 cases which are referred by different organizations. Personally, they send it through courier, like that, by Rapido or bike taxis. And till now, daily means almost more than 25 to that 25,000 birds or other things. We have rescued it, large animals including all. And we rescue it and we release it. Even we don't keep it actually. Once it is it is proper, it fits for this thing, we release on the rooftop, my rooftop. And on the rooftop also we provide food, shelter, everything. It is natural habitat. We provide daily food, water, everything, so that it will slowly re-enter its territory, and it will it will take its own flight.
So, sir, that means you closely monitor each of the birds and animals which are here. So, with regards to your organization, what is your future plans?
At present, the area is confined to us. We don't have any proper. We are trying for a bigger place also. But then now that land is very expensive, and we have restricted to this much only. And at present, in future, if something is organization, if anyway we are planning for other places also. If we that, when we will make it in a large scale.
Okay. So one more thing I wanted to ask you, like parakeet or this, like legally, is it legal to treat them? Because parakeets now, like, it has become endangered, right? So like we can't keep them as pets, but can we keep them like this and rescue? Like,
Yeah.
Okay, it's perfectly fine, right?
Rescue is a normal this thing, because they normally rescue is only a medical aid what we are giving. We are not taming, or we are not enclosing it and keep it.
Yeah.
So it is a medical attention. It's a properly. Even sometimes in this medical aid, veterinary is not so much in any. Even the veterinary part in the area, some areas also, they provide only medical aid. That's all. They don't have any place to, even dogs also. The government 1962 is the government veterinary this thing. So if you call them also, they will come and treat it, and they don't have separate place to keep it. Even the veterinary this thing in Rajendra also, they provide only for some this thing, but they don't have space to as a hospital. Full-fledged this thing.
So you're giving them a home actually.
Yeah, we are giving them a home
and then you're releasing them when it's
then
convenient.
releasing. So maximum medical aid we give, post-operative care. Even we undergive. I mean, we operate some this thing and post-operative care, and we give all medical attention till it takes a proper flight.
Okay. So, like, here's wishing all of the birds proper flight and care, which is already taking. Is there any final words you'd like to say to our Telugu viewers here?
So actually, this is the nature what we have to protect it. Lot of trees are cut down, and government is also providing all these things. But minimum attention to the public. What I mean, provide some water in summer, on your rooftops, and the leftover what food you just don't throw away in a plastic container. Put it open so that birds also will eat it, and it can be shared by another animal. Don't waste food simply throwing it outside. You can give to a dog or a cat, or some rice open. You can keep it in your balcony so that other birds can eat it.
So guys, we are currently in the terrace and we just saw some eagles, which is, they've been cut by the manja, and here he has a pigeon. As he just said that he releases these birds into the nature, and for that, he makes them fly a little in the terrace. He observes them and let them fly into the nature. So can you tell them, like, how do you do the entire process?
So you can see in the bottom where the birds are kept in a captivity, and after treatment, you can see the large enclosure here, where we release in the small environment, so that it takes a proper fleet inside. And after this, it can move freely. And afterwards, we release in the nature, so that all the birds, actually we release here only. We provide food, shelter, everything here only. And automatically it takes its own natural this thing. Okay. Just now we got this bird by Rapido. You see the wing has been damaged. So we get all these type of birds in the city, in the boxes. They pack the bird in the box and send it through Rapido. And we receive the birds like this. And we give medication and proper food and everything. Keep it for 1 month or 2 months till it gets cured and takes its own fleet.
So Prakash Garu, what are some of the challenges that you have faced along these years?
Challenges are, the main financial, this thing is main important. And because it's a family show and small organization, we have a lot of time and management, and we don't have that much time to spend. Actually, 50% of the business, and we morning around 2 to 3 hours on the birds, and evening also 2 to 3 hours we spend on cleaning and all these things. So we manage it. But main this thing is the rescue part of this thing. Normally we don't have any rescue part to get it. So we clearly ask the persons who rescue the animals, send it through Rapido or something to us. And after getting it, we have to provide all the necessary medicines for that. And second thing also, people know my area and all these things. In night after 10 o'clock also, they bring to my house all the animals. Around 2 o'clock also, 3 o'clock also, they will knock the door and get the medication done. So that's the main problem. At the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock or middle of the night also, we get calls, and they bring it directly to the house. So that is the biggest challenge. Night also we don't have, sometimes around 2 to 3 days we don't have sleep also. That's the main problem.
So Prakash Garu, saving lives actually is a challenge in itself, but I'm truly thankful to him because he's doing such a compassionate work, and truly thankful to all the Hyderabadis who's bringing in the animals and the birds here. So guys, keep doing the good work. This is Ankita signing off.